Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel. Today's yoga flow is in celebration of the Virgo Zodiac season. So go ahead and join me on your mat in seated position, and we're actually going to start on the back of our mat facing the front. Now as you find your seat, make sure you're really grounded and comfortable. Your back is nice and straight, your shoulders are up, back, and down. And we're going to start by closing our eyes and just taking a nice few grounding breaths. Virgo is an earth sign, so we're really going to practice grounding into our physical reality in this practice. So go ahead and take some nice, deep, beautiful breaths. Some themes for this season that I want you to consider while going through this yoga flow is Virgo season is perfect for getting your life together, for accomplishing those small tasks that maybe you've been putting off that are going to help you towards your dreams and your goals. It's also a great time to honor your physical body and really prioritize your health. And of course, it's a beautiful time to organize anything in your life. So just consider that as we head through this beautiful yoga flow. We're going to start by doing some gentle head rolls to the left, slowly going all the way around. I love to start my practices this way because we can hold so much tension and energy in our neck and shoulders. So just focusing on our breath, focusing on anything you want to accomplish in this season, and then let's gently roll our head the other way. Still taking nice, deep, beautiful breaths. Then back to center. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders up, back, and down. Again, this really is a beautiful time to just kind of get things done on our to-do list. Now, I don't want you to focus on that too much while you're in this yoga flow, but let this yoga flow inspire you to go and do those tasks after this yoga flow. Go ahead and switch directions, rolling our shoulders towards the front, still breathing, still grounding ourselves in this moment. Then we're going to do some seated cat-cow. So you're going to inhale and lift your chest and your gaze towards the sky, arching that back. Exhale, round the back, bring your chin towards your chest. Do that a few more times on your own, syncing up your inhales and exhales with that movement. Again, just getting some movement and energy in our spine as we start our practice today. Now, as we mentioned, Virgo is an earth sign, so it's really rooted in the physicality of this reality and mainly on your body. So really focusing on nourishing your body so you can get the things done on your to-do list that you need to in this Virgo season. Now go ahead and straighten out your legs, and we're going to inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing our chest towards our legs into a forward fold. You can hold on to your feet if you can get there. If not, just bring your chest as close as you can towards your legs. You can even bend your knees slightly if you need to. Just being gentle through this yoga flow. Take a big inhale and exhale as we go deeper into this forward fold. And then go ahead and sit back up. We're going to do a seated twist. So bringing your right knee towards your chest. Inhale, reaching your left arm towards the sky. Exhale and wrap that left elbow over your right knee. And we're going to ground that right arm behind us. Still keeping our spine nice and long in this seated twist. Take a beautiful deep breath in this twist. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead and straighten that leg. Bring your left knee close to your chest. Inhale, reach that right arm towards the sky, and then hook your right elbow over your left knee, grounding your left hand into the ground behind you. Again, twisting here and breathing deeply as we twist our spine. Then we're going to go ahead and slowly make our way into tabletop. You can see I'm brushing some of the physicality of the earth off of my yoga mat. And in tabletop, we have our shoulders over our wrists, our hips over our knees. And we're going to go ahead and extend our left arm out in front of us and our right foot behind us as far as we can. So you're going to reach, try to get them as straight as you can. You're even going to flex that back foot. You may find a little bit of discipline here as we stretch and balance as far as we can, just like you may need in this Virgo season, and you can easily leverage in the Zodiac season of the year. And then we're going to release down, do the same thing on the other side. So lifting your right arm up and your left foot behind you, flexing that back foot, reaching as far as you can, acknowledging any little tasks or maybe even big tasks that need your attention in this season. Releasing down, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but this time we're going to take it a step further. Bring that left hand behind you, thumb up towards the sky, and hook onto your right foot. You can stay in the extended pose if you need to, but this one is so good, again, at testing our balance, testing our determination in this season of life. Stretch it back out for one moment, release down. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So extending our right arm and our left foot, and then bringing that hand back, thumbs up as you hook onto the back left foot. Beautiful. Just acknowledging where we're at in this flow and being proud of ourselves for even showing up, for gifting ourselves this time and space, and showing some appreciation for our body as well. Extend it back out, reach, and release down into tabletop. Let's go ahead and take that back into child's pose. I'm bringing my feet together and my knees a little bit wider to stretch out my hips a little bit more, but you can keep your knees together to stretch more of your lower back. But our palms are still at the front of our mat, stretching all the way back as we sit back in a child's pose for just a moment. And then we'll go ahead and lift up, lowering our hips, lifting our chest and our gaze towards the sky into upward facing dog. Taking a nice, beautiful inhale and exhale here. And then tuck those toes under. Let's stay in plank for just a moment and then raise our hips, walk our feet in just a little bit, pushing our palms into the ground into down dog pose. You can alternate bending your knees here. It's called walking the dog if that feels good to you. And then on the next inhale, we're going to go ahead and raise our right foot high up in the air into three-legged dog. You can bring it back into scorpion if you'd like, and then sweep it through into high pigeon. I absolutely love this pose. It feels so good on my hips, and my soul loves it. Now, a shadow side of Virgo season can be perfectionism. Don't feel like you need to do any of these poses perfectly. It's about finding what feels good to you and listening to your body. So let's go ahead and lower onto our forearms into low pigeon. Hopefully you're feeling a good stretch and release in your hips and your legs. Still keep that spine nice and long. Breathing into this moment. Go ahead and lift back up into high pigeon for just a moment. Tuck our toes under and then meet me back in downward facing dog. Release that tension in your legs by alternating bending them for just a moment. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, lifting that left leg high as you can, and then sweeping it through into high pigeon. Chest is high, palms are grounded into your mat. You're pushing your hips as far as you can towards your mat, feeling that stretch and hopefully release and gentle opening of your hips. Continue to take nice, beautiful, deep breaths. And then let's lower onto our forearms into low pigeon. Allow your body and your soul to just communicate with you in this moment and receive any messages you need to hear. Then we're going to go ahead and lift back up into high pigeon, tuck that back toe under, meet me in plank for just a moment, and then release down into tabletop and take your time getting on your back. As we end our practice, we're going to lay flat on our back and have our feet flat on the ground as we head into bridge pose. So go ahead and push your palms into the mat, push the bottoms of your feet into the mat as we lift our hips high towards the sky. Pushing them up as high as you can. You can even bind your hands behind your back if that feels good to you. Finding your breath again and just grounding yourself into the physical aspects of this world. Take one more deep, beautiful breath. And then we're going to lift our left leg high up in the sky, flexing our foot, still pushing our hips up towards the sky, but just giving ourselves a little extra challenge in this Virgo season, just like with your to-do list or any goals you're going after, just contemplating how you can go the little extra mile towards accomplishing what you want to. Then we're going to switch to the other side, lifting that right leg high as we can. Foot is flexed high towards the sky. Then go ahead and release that leg, still pushing our hips towards the sky, and go ahead and raise your right leg. Your right foot is still flexed, pushing your hips up towards the sky, keeping that right leg as straight as you can. Realizing that there is truly nothing that you cannot accomplish in this season and in your life when you focus and allow yourself to go after the thing you're wanting. Go ahead and release your leg, push your hips up one more time as high as you can, release down, and then let's go ahead and hug our knees in towards our chest. Feels so good to feel that elongation in our lower back after doing those bridges. Hugging them in and showing so much love and appreciation for ourselves, for showing up today, and for our body. Go ahead and put your arms in a T, and we're going to slowly lower our legs towards the left and bring our gaze towards the right, doing a light twist here as we end our practice, and then switching it to the other side. So now your knees are on your right side, your gaze is towards the left. Bringing it back towards center, extending our legs and our arms out into Savasana. Let's just take a few moments as we end our practice and just consider how much power and potential we have in this season to get our life organized, whether it's organizing our closet or our planner or our workspace or even just what's going on in our reality. The power that you hold in this season to go after the things that you are desiring. And it starts with those little tasks that you can feel inspired to do after this yoga flow. When it feels right, go ahead and join me in the center of your mat. Again, I'm so grateful and so excited that you joined me in today's practice. Sending you all the high vibes and love in this Virgo season. I'll see you in the next yoga flow. Namaste.